How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video. Today we have a very exciting topic, Digibyte. We are going to be talking about. I actually found this news article really thought-provoking by the Crypto Recorder, talking about key industries that Digibyte will transform. When you talk about key figures in cryptocurrency and the transformative aspects of what we could be seeing in the future, I mean, Digibyte really is one of those cryptos that has the infrastructure behind it, and of course the community that's really going to take it in an interesting direction, as far as my opinion is concerned. I mean, when you analyze the team that's working on these projects, I think that Digibyte really is one of the unparalleled competition out there that's going to be giving a lot of the more recognizable cryptocurrency names a run for their money. Ethereum spikes 16% overnight to $220 as crypto market recovers to $204 billion, but as you guys already know, we're basically back. Pretty much can't get out of that. So that's pretty much old news. That's the whole flaw of the news cycle, is that they drop an article 7 hours ago, but then it's pretty much irrelevant because cryptocurrency is always updating. So that's why we're going to be doing more live streams on this channel too. But I mean, Uber co-founder cryptocurrency trading platform launches institutional brokerage. Okay, so big things happening for Uber. Definitely Uber's been on my radar because they seem to be a company that's pretty up to date as far as, they work pretty hand in hand with smartphones, so they're definitely in the running to be basically technology literate in accordance with the paradigm shift that we're witnessing happening with cryptocurrency becoming introduced to the public consciousness at large. What with all these different banks and so forth that we've been seeing expressing interest in cryptocurrency. So interesting things happening on that front too. 2/3 of cryptocurrency investors want to be paid in Bitcoin. Hey, I mean, who doesn't want to be paid in Bitcoin? It's amazing because some cryptocurrencies have been getting absolutely decimated in this recent crypto space, but not Digibyte. And Digibyte's really been one of those key examples of a cryptocurrency figure that has the capability of holding up while a lot of the world is coming crashing down around it, as far as the reputations of a lot of these different various, just checking out, obviously crypto's doing great today, some of them. If you were on our chain, congratulations, hats off to you. And that's another thing. Some days are great for some people, but other people, oh my god, Emmercoin, Holo, Waves, even stuff like Mithril, still not looking that very great today. And of course, Bitcoin Diamond, of course, really taking that sort of but then again, Verge, we're not even going to get into Verge. I'll be making a video about that in the future. But when it comes down to it, I'm not knocking any of these technologies in particular, but it's going to have its bad days. But when we're talking about the different, just the way that cryptos are operating as far as the 24-hour stat, it does say a lot about where things are going. Funfair, these different cryptos. I just always like to pay attention and have this sort of thing, on my radar. But Digibyte, sort of just maintaining. I honestly think Digibyte's been at 2 cents, and I think Digibyte just wants to stay where, at a state is really, it aims towards stability. These graphs, there's a lot of obvious patterns that I'm not going to point out, because obviously in cryptocurrency you can't necessarily predict the future based on the past, and that's really true in all areas of the universe, all areas of life, for instance, but in particular in cryptocurrency, which we're going to be focusing on. So when we're talking about Digibyte, we're looking at all the different things that have been happening involving this crypto in the light of the market cap being at, really having that struggling to make it through and expand beyond the 200 now mark, where as before, we obviously remember the various different challenges that have happened in the past, but it's obvious patterns speak for themselves as far as where the charts are concerned. But then obviously something could happen, and then we could obviously see the basically the coveted upward mobility trajectory bull run sort of scenario. But all that aside, Bitcoin dominance where it is today at 56.3%, and obviously I remember back when we just saw Bitcoin dominance below 50%, but obviously in this shaky, in the context of only a few weeks ago, and now it's basically taken up so much more of the entire space in such a long, such a short time span. But fundamentally, I think that was algorithmically projected, especially when you see Bitcoin's pretty stable. I mean, it's $6,000. Can't really it's having a lot of difficulty getting out of that 6,000. It's almost struggling in that similar space. But also, you also have to take into consideration that the probability that a lot of these different cryptos could be very overvalued still, because of when you think about what Digibyte brings to the table as far as speed goes, as far as all these other things. I'd say that Digibyte, as far as practicality is concerned, Digibyte is definitely one of the key cryptocurrencies that is really stands up to the rest of them as far as speed, and when we're talking about scalability, when we're talking about the amount of Digibyte that's diversified all around the world, and the fact that there's an active community supporting this technology. I mean, we don't even really need to start talking about the different news articles about it, but we will. What kind of nonsense are these different cryptocurrency news people trying to? Bitcoin will rebound, but altcoins are never coming back. I mean, I don't know. I know that all this stuff is just clickbait. They know that people only read headlines as far as the news goes these days. We live in a headline culture. So when they put something like here, they're trying to just get people to FOMO into actually clicking on the article. But I mean, hey, I like the idea of Bitcoin rebounding, but realistically, when Bitcoin rebounds, the altcoins are naturally going to fall. What, you think Bitcoin's going to go up to $7,000 and Ethereum's not going to have a good day? Come on. And really, that's sort of shame on you, CCN. But I know that article talks about they're probably interviewing somebody and all that different stuff. I'm not even going to look at it though. Somebody else can let me know in the comments how wrong I was for my analysis of CC. I mean, I definitely do take these different news articles as with a grain of salt, because you really with any news, whether it's CNN or CCN, you can't trust them as far as you could throw them. There are competition as far as YouTube is concerned, is naturally in competition with CNN and all these different news articles to basically have well, not even just them in particular, but it's also we've been talking about on this channel before about how PewDiePie is recently not going to be the most subscribed channel on YouTube anymore, and he's going to be passed by T-Series, which is a corporation. Now, why is this relevant to cryptocurrency? Well, it's showing the corporatization of a lot of these different platforms, which is definitely something to keep an eye on when you're paying attention to where you're getting your basically entertainment sources and news sources, whether it be PewDiePie quote unquote entertaining you, or whether it be a video like this where I'm basically just talking about my opinions about cryptocurrency and so forth. And also remember, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not your dad. This video is for entertainment, educational purposes only, of course. But yeah, I mean, Mike Novogratz obviously popping up in accordance, accordingly, and then cryptocurrency market update, Ethereum, Bytes back surges 25% in 2 days. So news BTC, hats off to that, sort of coverage. I mean, it's a little bit more fact driven than, Bitcoin will rebound, but altcoins are never coming back. I mean, it's just such a kind of a bullshit, headline there. But anyway, buddy, another CCN. And then, can you mine cryptocurrency? Yes, you can. No, I don't know. But yeah, so it is interesting, to see how Digibyte's really, a forward mover, in these different things. And, I hope you guys have found this video informative. I'll be making a more in-depth video in the near future. But I think from a data perspective, I mean, those of us who've been involved with cryptocurrency for any amount of years definitely recognize, recognize real as far as Digibyte's concerned. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And if you guys have, you guys can actually follow us on our official Twitter, and if you guys want to send us any messages or anything like that, you could do so very easily. And all that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure that you guys add us on Snapchat to stay relevant. Have a good one.